Hello gang, welcome back down to Billy's Bluff. It's exciting to be back here. Last time out we put the big boy on, and boy is it going to get bigger and bigger as we go. A lot of big going on at the moment. Big ambition, big boy. Ham, little boy. Hank, big boy. So anyway, we've got a lot to crack on with, because now that we're getting steel up here to Yakhead from down near Flipper Bay, Port Flipper Cove, something like that. I always get it wrong. Flipper. Anyway, now that we're bringing steel up there to send to the goods factory, we now have to work on getting plastic to the factory. This, my friends, is going to take some time, a lot of infrastructure that is half in, but we're getting into shipping now, and boy oh boy, the route we have to take for this production line is going to be complex, it's going to be fun, and it's going to be hair-tearing at sometimes. So strap yourselves in, because this is going to get fun, exciting, complex, and the more complex it is, you know how much I love that. Alright, so here it is here, the big boy just leaving station now. It's not making as much money as it probably could, because we're going to be getting this doing a two-way very soon. Right, so eventually we'll be taking goods back down to Flipper something Flipper. And distributing goods there while bringing steel up, and we will be running more carriages on it, and the more that we've got demand for steel, the more we're going to have to bring up anyway. Alright, so let's take a little look around at what we actually have to get in place today. So this is the goods factory inside Yakhead that is now receiving steel. Okay, we know that, all good. This is the refinery that we're going to be sending oil to, crude to get refined from here, right? And this is where it gets interesting now, right? So strap yourselves in for this. This crude oil is going to get shipped up here to a port inside of Yakhead. Then at Yakhead, we're going to train it around to here where it gets refined. Then that train in conjunction is going to potentially... Now here's the thing. Either bring it around to here and drop it off in the freight yard, where it will then get trucked through Donny Doo into a port just sitting down here. From that port there, we are then going to ship it around here to Cape Hank, where they have their own oil refinery. I mean plastics factory, where it gets converted and then shipped back out to Donny Doo, sent back onto here, sent back down the line in where it gets dropped off, and then we have goods. Okay, and then the goods can get distributed from there. So that's where we are at the moment. The other alternate is, or the other alternative is, when we get this, which is probably not the most preferred, but the other alternative is when it gets refined here, it goes back down to here where it just came from, sent down into here where I would have preferred to have a port here at Dewey Cove, or either inside Port Flipper. Realistically, I wanted a port in here. Logistically, it doesn't make sense to go from there, but it does when you think about if we have one major port down in here, then ships can go that way and they can go that way. That to me makes a lot more sense. But there's a lot more room to put a port in down here. So you can see my conundrum at the moment. So in here, this lends itself to a beautiful little spot here, especially on this island. We've got a lighthouse already where we can just twiddle in a bit of a port and it'll look good. Over here, realistically, when ships come around into this harbour, is what I ideally want. And to be honest, I think I still really want to do this, but it means logistically it doesn't make sense, because it would make sense for that that refined oil to go straight out here. So, and it's a much quicker route. But you know me, it's not that I don't like doing the quick and easy. I like doing the things that look good. And realistically, if you're going to have one major port, I don't know why I can't just put two ports in, why towns can't have two ports. I just envisaged that this port would be better. So, you know, I do like to do that. So we're definitely going to be putting a port in there. What we might do is we might just give these guys a small harbour, a small port, and a big harbour there. Small port, big harbour, and that way, that's still a fair distance when you think about it for transferring. And we might even put one for Dewey Cove as well. I don't know yet. Okay, so that's that in a hat. And then But we're going to have a nice big port down here outside this industrial zone where there's a truck stop just there. I don't think we're going to be able to connect that though. All right, so first things first, we have to look at getting these 3 water crude wells. Now, I know there's a mod you can get for oil rigs out in the water, water oil rigs or whatever they are. But when I designed the map, I just threw these in like this because I was just happy to throw them in like this. We're going to have to do something a little man-made out here, and I'm actually okay with that. So we're going to have to get the old tool there. It's not like we're making half-decent buck at the moment anyway. And while I know that the big boy is not making a great amount of money, I'm actually not too worried about it because we are making decent money at the moment. So, a couple of things we're going to do here. I'm actually going to shape this into a bit of a port just in here. So to do that, I'm going to I want to keep it nice and square. So you can see how big our square is. If I actually just do this, right? That's the shape that that's the grid that the sort of maps are built on that grid. Right. So I'm going to do something a bit fun here where we actually make a little port, a man-made port. Okay. We're going to do it like that. Get it nice and square, just so they're all connected, and then I can probably do something like this as well. And I know you probably think, Ham, that kind of defeats the purpose of what you just did. No, well, it's not. It's still a floating little island out here that you can only get to via ship. All they've done is they've just made themselves some man-made land out here. Right. Now, I actually want to drop this down because I want to actually cut this in again. I'll bring that up square because what I like to do, I like to retain these walls around here. If you did follow along my Lonely Pine series, you will have seen that I built a beautiful port out in the water that was half on the land, and then it had a causeway bridge to get out to it in the water where it had an island of its own, and I really loved it. That's kind of what I want. I don't need this to be huge down here. In fact, you know what? I might just square that to there. Right, I want to make this, I'm purposely making it square, okay, but I actually want to take some of that off. Okay, don't want it to be that big. That's fine. That'll be fine. Yeah, okay, I kind of want you to come in a little bit more, to be honest. Like, I wouldn't mind a little bit more out of it. I don't know how the big ships would go in that, though. What if you dug that like that, hard against there? You can retain that and take this back just a little bit more. It's just going to take me a little bit of getting this sorted. Yeah, that's kind of more of the look I want. Right, so there's still connection to them. And then let's start getting the harbour in the port itself, right? We want this one, and I want to go large straight off the bat. Okay, so you can see instantly this is what it's kind of going to look like. Now, it's going to take a little bit of measurement to get this set, but you can see because we built our nice, well, I thought I had built our nice level squared edges like that. Right, if we can keep them nice and level, it means our port just slides straight on perfectly to start with, okay? Now, I'm actually going to leave a little bit of water gap in between, like so. If I am building you there, let's configure this for a second. Am I going to get... I'm going to get that there. Can I get rid of that road? I might have built it too far over to this way. We don't actually need these roads here because I'll reconnect the roads up to be a bit better. If I can get one down there, it's going to be perfect. Yo beauty. And I'm not going to get one down there, which kind of sucks. I'd get the small one in. Yeah, I can live with just having a small one. We don't need that many points for it, I don't think. I don't believe we do. Is that going to work for you? Potentially. As long as there's room for the ships to get in, I don't actually mind. And then that would sit like that. And that would sit like that. Yeah, okay. And now I can get my little square tool here and I can fill these in where I need them to. Being careful that I don't go over too far. If you actually go over, you can see under the water here how it's pushed out a little bit. If I can just push that back a touch. Oh, we've got autosave going on. It means that if you don't push that back just a touch, it means the ships actually struggle to land on that section. Same with down in this corner here. If I can just take that corner back a touch. Now, I actually kind of like the fact that I've got a little bit of floating water area in there. Okay. I'm going to sneak a little road out in that little corner, which will be fine. Yeah. What do we think about that? I mean, it's okay. Let's square that up nicely. Doesn't have to be perfect, but just get it to like, kind of like that. Okay. The cool thing about this, we can sort of pretend that the only way to get to work is via a little ferry ship, I guess, if you think about it. The back around here, we could square off, but I'm going to leave it. Kind of think about the rough edges as like, there's lots of pump work and stuff going on down there. And then, so what I do generally is we'll get into this another time. I'm not going to do it all today. Collision off. Give me the Besser blocks. We'll use the stone wall. We'll make it look old school because it is still 1952. But this is kind of the caper of what we do. We start to then put in these retaining walls around the edges like this, right? And they just simply go in like that all the way around the edge. And then you get yourself a nice man-made port, right? I can actually probably just sit like that. So you start to get this nice effect all the way around, right? And it's a nice little stone wall, so on and so forth. And you can get your decoration up. And because we've kept it nice and square with the actual map, the beauty of it is, we could probably fix that one a little bit more. The beauty of it is it kind of works out really nicely. You can get, you can get that all sort of Gucci looking good, okay? So that's going to be how that works. Now, let's keep configuring this just for a second because I want to put a couple of more buildings in. Put one in there. We'll put one in this corner because why not? One in that corner. Okay, you got to think of them like little warehouses, I guess. Yeah, okay, I'm probably more inclined to put... I can't squeeze one in there, which kind of sucks. I can't even squeeze two in there. I've done that really badly. Can I just squidge you over? Yep, perfect. That's what I want there. Right, look at that. That's beautiful. Little fishing spot for the workers. Right. So you're probably thinking, how are you going to get a road connection out of here? I'm actually just going to give myself a little bit more length here. Square that up nicely. Okay, and then what I might do, I might just bring this little square section here down a touch. Might build a little bridge across the back there, just to make it look like it's all hooked up. Now, I know this, we've got a lot to crack on with, but half the fun of this game is setting up and decorating a nice little port. So that's kind of what we're going to be looking like just here, right? We're getting this crude out of here. Now I know that we do have we have a whole peninsula over here, right over here. Sorry, let's wait for the game to catch up. Over here we've got a whole peninsula of crude, but that's going to feed a lot more other people some oil. This is going to feed our plastics factory for the moment, potentially some fuel later on. Right, right. So let's get a main road strip going on down here. I have to do some more configuration for us too, please. I need these. What's going on with... Oh, they are. Okay. We're okay. More of these along here. All the way along. Now, there is some great mods for ports that we'll get into later on down the track. I'm going to put that there. We don't need to go any down the side, do we? Look, I'll put them in anyway. Because they give us road connection everywhere anyway. They can go like that. I'll even get some, where? Across here. That's wrong, that one. Okay, right. Right, now look at your roads here. We just need these roads, please. So, these roads, one will go like that. Then somehow I want to get a road from here. Can I sneak one through there, or is it going to have to be a tiddler? Oh, I tell you what, you'll just sneak one up in there. That's all I needed to do. I just needed to sneak in there. If I could actually turn that corner, that would be kind of better. Should have left it, Ham. I take it back, Ham. Good job. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, and then once this gets into a little bit of a bridge, we're going to switch to that, okay? We're actually going to switch and go up a touch. Now, I kind of want like a concrete-y style bridge down here. We don't have the era for it yet, but don't click on that one. That one's dangerous. That'll be nice. So we've got a nice sort of bit of bridge there. We're going to come flat here though. If it sort of ramps up and turns. And then you're going to have to ramp back down for me like that. Lovely. We've got a nice little causeway going around there. And I know it doesn't have pillars, but I can add the pillars in later. But that's going to be that around the back of that. Perfect. Okay. Love it. Do we have connection? I was going to run a road in here, wasn't I? Yes, you were. Why are you digging that down? You don't need to dig that down, buddy boy. Right, okay, so that's a nice little wobbly road. We can wall that up around there and make it, give it some safety barriers, as to say. Right, this one down here, you can see there's like driveways for the actual, like for the actual buildings. No, do that again. Come to there. Now come across. Yes, that's good. Okay. It's kind of a harder system to get used to start with. Can I just take you back a touch, please? I want to try and pull you around the corner like that, but I'm having a bit of trouble here. Maybe we're just going to have to run it as a square. I can run some truck stop stuff down there. Just run it as a square hookup. Okay, cool. And then we're going to have a connection from this one straight up to here. Okay, and then that can come around here. Leave, I like to leave some room for decoration stuff as well. Lovely, and that's kind of our little port there. Now, do we have connection for all? Yes, all three are connected. Aha! Don't you love it when a plan works? I do. Okay, so that's how we know that we're going to get supplied from all three. So, the other thing we've got to do with this now is configure and add some landing bays for it. We'll have one there. We can have one there. We can have one there. We can have one there. But we can't have one there. Because, yeah, add a navigatable dock area. That'll be because the land under there is poking out just a touch too far and the game doesn't like it. Look, we've probably got enough in here anyway. Can I put a small one in? I can even have a small one. If I clean up some of that land work in there, we can squeak a small one in. Try that. I think it's on this side. It's having a trouble. Autosave. Thanks, autosave. Yeah, if we just take a little bit more of that back there. Some of this back here. Okay, see how that... You might even be able to squeak one there again. Still can't do that. And you can't get one there. It'll be because of this corner, I'm thinking. That corner. Oh, no, I can see it. I can see it. If you just bring up this hand, you'll be able to see properly. Yeah, okay, it's that part. Right, let's take that right back. Doesn't matter if there's a gap in the water there. You're not really taking that back, are you, buddy? No, if it's not going to take it back, I'm just going to reconstitute the land. We're going to leave it. We don't need a small one there. If I want to put a smaller one in later, maybe I can just dish one out here like this. You know, something like that. Or I could even just do that. Hey, you could do that. Why wouldn't you just put a large one in there? You know, that's actually not bad. And then we can do something in there. That's actually not... Oh, wow, hang on. Oh, game. Oh, you are the MVP. Look at that. It looks like a proper port now, doesn't it? Can you squeak one that way? Yes, you can. Okay, that's enough, Ham. You're getting a bit out of control now. Out of control, out of control. Can I squeak a building on there? Yep, I'm going to do that. Right, anyway, you get to see all the funness of it. Still connected. That actually, a bit happy with that. Can we actually get more landing bays on then? Yes, you can. You can't put one there, but we can put one there because of that land. And I'm okay with that. That's enough ship slots. We don't need that many ships. It's just in cases. And we can clean up that bit of land. Right. That's enough. That's like 20 minutes of one port. Yeah, but how good does that come up? Okay. When you start, and then when we start to really square off this land to make it look a little bit more man-made around here, it's going to look fantastic. Put in all the decorations. Oh, you're gonna thank me later. Right. That, in turn, is going to send ships up here. Check your navigatable waters. We do have navigatable waters. Right. Into this area here. Are we going to have a port with a bridge, are we? You don't have much room. Well, we're going to have to make some room here. Right. So, you just saw what we did over there. This will be even more fun. We are going to square off a port, but we're going to leave the beach in it a bit, are we? Oh, really? Why don't you just bring the ships down into here and square it off down into here, utilize this bit of land? You know, that's not a bloody bad idea. It makes sense to probably have it like here, though. So if I can square off something like that, the ships can come under and straight into the port here. Whereas in here is kind of just done, isn't it? We've got the bridges in the way. I don't necessarily mind having bridges going over it. I think it'll look cool, but I think the way the beach has designed itself doesn't lend to being so great. What if you just sent shipping up to here rather than training it? Because you can always train goods back. Oh, now yeah, but can Tin Can really have a port? The Tin Can port service could be in here, I guess. You'd have to do a lot of maintenance here. Oh, that's really thrown a brick into the works, because I was going to potentially send some ships down there. We were going to do some like maintenance and send that down there. Ships to here. Training the crew to there. Around to there and back. We need the trains anyway. Just do it to here where you're going to do it. Stick with your plan, buddy. Stick with your plan. Okay, so here's how we're going to do this. In here would be really good. So we're going to chunk out some man-made land here. Nice and square. Pretty much like what we did just before. Or I would prefer it in here, to be honest. So just do it where you want it then. Yep, I'm going to. I don't know if you've just seen, but we're going to. I'm actually going to reconstitute some of that back, just to give our passing ships ample room to go. Once again, making it look, I really want to make it look man-made, like it, because when you think about it, we are dredging out the land and the sand and the beaches to get the look we want, all right, when you think about it. And we're going to have a bit, I'm going to leave the beaches on this side. I'm going to have the port over this side. So I'll take a little bit more land out here to get what I want. And I'm actually going to bring the land across like this. I'm going to leave that little puddle in there, actually. We can work around that. You can see the nice man-made dredging channels up in here, right? The shelf, right? That's not square, but you can fix that, I guess. Yep. Yep, perfect. Right, that just popped in the line. Did it? Didn't pop in the line. There we go. There we go. That's better. Okay, leave it. Leave it hand before we do something wrong. Yeah, but this one's out now. God, you could play with that for hours. Okay, let's get in the port. Oh dear. Right, so this is our little man-made port in here. Think about this. Now, I want that there like that, right? If I have that there, I can then build some down here. Oh, here we go. This is going to be a bit of fun because I kind of want to keep that beach there, but having the town overlook the port will actually be something pretty special if you think about it. Now, can I run you down there? I can, but I won't be able to use ships on it because of the way you are. But if I run you down like that, we probably will be able to get some ships on there. All right, that's come up absolutely peachy perfect for us. Right, instantly just perfect on that corner. Couldn't have asked for a better measurement section there. Also, I just want to channel out this a little bit more through here. Okay. Can't get any on there. I can only get one on there. Is that because you just don't have enough room? Potentially. Right, I never said this process of what we're doing right here was going to be quick. It's going to take us a fair amount of work to get all of this infrastructure done because we want to make it right. We want to make it look good. because I can always just smooth some of this off around like that, right? Gets rid of those rough edges. Right, so you see that? And look, you still get a bit of the beach look. Right, can I get some landing on there now? You know I can. That doesn't matter, we only need that. You can go there and there. That should be plenty for that. I'm even thinking about doing another little island section out here like we did on the Lonely Pines map with the causeway. But until then, I'm going to leave that. We could even run that down there, but nah, leave it. Right, get me a cargo station. You bugger of a train. That works for me. Put one there. I'll get one over here. Do I kind of want to run some down there though, don't I? It'd be a shame not to utilize this nice big flat edge along here. So, can I squeak one under there? Come on, game. I don't want you to go that way. Ah, bugger it. Whatever. That's probably good enough there. And you've only put small ones there, you know that. Alright, well, we can have a mix, can't we? Landing large. So they are only small. We've got one large. I wouldn't mind just a couple more large here. Give me the square tool, please. I'll take the square tool, please. You just need to knock it back ever so slightly. Right, okay, perfect. Try that now. Beautiful. And then we can do some more dredging there, but you get it, right? We don't need that today. What we need to do is instantly just go like this. Get this line just set up now, so we've achieved something, right? Beautiful. Look at that. It's even got a nice little Gucci line, and we're not going to put you on that, buddy. We're going to switch you at Yak Head Port to be on line 6. Big ship to big ship, I think. Yeah, we'll leave that. Because you're going to be crewed, we will keep you that color. And you will be... We're just going to call you... Even though it's got Rudy's Range port down there, we're going to call it Yak Head Crude Oil. What? Crude oil... Ship. It's going to be a transfer too. Okay. Right, so that's in that line. Let's get some truck stops and stuff. Let's get this thing fleshed out and built up. Once again, it's just getting in the way of where I want it. Okay, not to worry. Not to worry. Right, let's get... I need some truck stops down here. Let's go 33 and 3, just in case. Okay? You're not going to get 3 and 3 on there. I'm not, and you know what else? I'm going to put my own style on it as well. So if I get you as close as I can to there, please... Apparently I can put the bridge through it. Right, configure that because I want to get some oil lines on this. These are the coal, these are the tanker lines for that. We'll get a couple of these just to make it look Gucci. Because buildings, you know, because buildings and stuff. Put another couple of those in. Give me another building on the back end of that. Oh yeah, that's nice. And a building here. There. Leave that end there. That's fine how it is. And then let's get a crane down here. Port services crane and such. Right. I think that's pretty much it then. What about this edge that's open down here? Yeah, I can paint it up and make it look good, you know. Can we get a couple of buildings on it? We can get one there. Yeah, take it. I'm going to leave a little section there. Maybe put a driveway in. Can I squeeze one under there? Yep. And what about little ones here? We get a little one there and there, but I'll leave that. We've got a driveway out there. Give me a street access. Oh, this bridge is a killer in the house. I bet, look, it's so high, but I think it's because you've got this just here. If you delete some of that back, it might actually be okay. In fact, we don't probably need that there. So you probably need that there. Can I get rid of that? No, you have to have that one there. Bugger! It's just clipping on there. You just put it too close, Ham. You know that. Yeah, okay. Whatever. It is what it is. We can pretty out. One way access for that one's fine. Right, give me some streets. We can plug straight into that. We got a nice little beachy pond in here as well. A little roundabout wouldn't go astray, and we might keep thick roads for down here. You're thick. You're, that's not very nice. I'm thinking, you know what I'm thinking? Roundabout. Roundabout around the pond. Also, some of that action, please. I don't know how this is going to work, but if this comes off, this will be a bloody miracle. Oh, just if you can squeeze it like there, it won't be a perfect roundabout, but it kind of still will be good. Think of it like a big, like, yeah, think of it like a big sort of roundabout section. With a pond feature in it. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually digging that. I'm down with that. What it's going to do, it's going to allow to have another truck stop over this side where I wanted one. We're thinking under there, potentially. One there would be good, but one here I think would be better. You can build your own ham, you know that. Yeah, I know. I think I might, you know. What if I just have none and none and I can just build my own? I don't know how this is going to work. I've got to be honest, this is actually the first time I've ever done something like this. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. You probably need to shift over just a touch more. So, like that. See how that goes. No, see? You can't because you pull back into that. It needs to be sideways, doesn't it? So it actually needs to be... What are you doing? Don't worry about that. Click on that. Okay, stop doing weird things on my map. Give me my flat land back. I think, don't worry about it, you got a truck stop there, but... What you haven't done is you... hang on, I haven't done something vitally important, that's put these in. Which now will trip the crane up. Yeah, that's okay. Now we should have connection. Yes, there we go. Okay, we've got connection. That's all that matters, right? Next, we have to get... What we have to get is... so we've got that connection there. Then we're going to be sending it via train. Now, don't See what you see here is really just the base shell. Same with over there. It's the base shell of what we're going to be working with. Trust me, when we get this looking good, this is going to be a whole complex that spans all of that area. It'll be concreted, except for this little beach bit. We'll try and keep that. Maybe even leave the palm trees on that section, but most of this is all going to be like a concreted section, much like that big industrial shipping section, dockyards, buildings, all that sort of stuff to really bring it up into line. Same with down there. It's going to have a lot of work done to it. Right, just ship me a line from here, please, over to where we can pull this one to. We got a spare slot to pull this one into? Yeah, we do, right here. We also have one here. Well, it's much of a muchness. We'll just pull into that one and make sure you give me actually. We could put another roundabout split off to that junction. Yakhead exchange, just put it on 2 for me, thanks. Yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah, utilizing the roundabout perfectly as well. Yeah, okay, I'm happy with that. You're going to be this color, okay, and you're going to be called Yak Attack, crude oil truck. Right, and then what we need is we need a line that goes. Now, here we get to put our first line that shoots down this way and up to there. And we put in a station. How good are we? We had the foresight to put in a station. So we are going to go from here. Don't you love it when half your infrastructure's done? Because I spent 40 minutes putting in 2 ports. You might think it's only 2 ports, but think about what we accomplished. I'm actually going to pull you in down this side. Thanks. So, at Yakhead, can you come into 5 for me, please? How do you go with that? No. What about 6? Yep, 6 you'll do. You won't do 5 because I haven't given you a switch. We're only going to be running 1 train for the moment anyway. Yeah. Okay, you're only running a single train. Until then, I don't need to fix anything. Right, so that's also going to be the color of that. It's going to be called Yak to Tin. Crude to refine train. Okay, cool. So we've got our lines in. Let's put some vehicles on, shall we? So we need an actual port. Who's going to be the, even though Yakhead are going to have a big shipping port, who's going to be the ones that construct our ships? We could make Coley Bush, Waveview could be ship constructors, seeing as they're called Waveview, but we'd have to send ships from down in here. But realistically, we could have put a port here. Why didn't we do that? And then we could have just shipped it straight out of there. You're an idiot, Ham. Why didn't I put the port in this lovely little foot section? No, I like it here. I'm actually really digging this, and I think the town will really appreciate having a beautiful little port, rails, bridges and stuff system over there too. They'll appreciate all the industrial, will they? Of course they will. Who doesn't? Industrial looks the best. Let's just attach one, yeah, on this little peninsula until we figure out where our shipping port is going. Our shipping builders are going to be. Shipbuilders, we don't know, but someone will be. Right, let's get some ships. Buy vehicles. What do we got in the way of cargo? We just need some tankers. So, the Vandal here takes 130. They take all of 130. These tanker boats take 200. I'm thinking 200 would be nice. The Viola takes 240. I'm going to go with these tanker ones. These look great. I'm going to go with like 6. I'm going to set them on. What are we looking at? What's that line called? Yakhead Crude. Right, they're going to head off. Oh yeah, look at that. That'll be fantastic. Out you go. Come on, gang. Oh, here they come. Right, so while they do that, let's get some trucks put on this one. 5 vehicles, cargo. What trucks we going with? We just need some tanker trucks, don't we? Well, we've got these Ziz 150s. And we've got the Studebaker. We haven't used these really much, so let's use like 8 of those. It's only a short trip, but we want to really crank this production up and make some money. We've got to make some money back on the actual big boy. Yakhead coal, Yakhead crude. Right, they're going to go out there. I can always drop a few off if they're doing really badly. And then lastly, we just need a train to get onto our service. Now, do we have the ability to get a train out there? The train can actually head down that line. Can it? Eventually. Let's see how we go with this. And this will be our track ride along today. Right. We're going to go with diesel. We're going to go the Alco because it's nice and cheap to run, seeing as we just rinsed the budget by putting on a big boy last time out. And we're going to go cargo. It doesn't need to be quick or anything. This is literally just going to be delivering crude today, and that is it. So add 1, 2, 3. Let's say 108 capacity to start with. 126. Okay, to start. Let's go with that. Okay, set you on. You are going to be the Yak. The 10 crude. Oh, it's going to work. Right. Pause for a sec. Actually, let you come out of here. So you know what? I'm going to just stop you for a second while we just check out. Hey, it's working. Starting to get some crude on the deck down here. Right. All of these are starting to crank up. So this is perfect, gang. This is exactly what we want. Right. Oh, new vehicle available. Right. Now ships are going to come down here. We could probably split them. Half to come. You know what? You know what? Actually, this one here, manage the line. When they come into Yakhead Port, you can utilize 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. They can utilize whatever they want when they come in. And so manage the line. Same down here at Rudy's range. You can utilize 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. I can only utilize those. Can I? That'll do. I can utilize those, right? It makes a mess, but heck, I don't care. Let them come in and do what they want to do. Just get that oil up and running. All right, gang. So, I've been Van Ham. Please leave your message after the tone in the comment section below. If you have any thoughts, tips, comments, questions, queries, hints, or tricks, always happy to hear them. And educational stuff. I think someone left me a message in the deluxe series we're doing at the moment about how to say, Michael left me a message to say how to say, I was saying one of the towns wrong, and he left me a great insight on that. So if you want to be like Michael and give me some great insight on things that I stuff up, I'm happy to hear it. All right, let's do our track ride along. Hooray! This will be fun. I have been Van Ham. Stay safe wherever you are. Stay glued to your screen. Let's play. Yeah, stay safe wherever you are. Stay glued to your screen. We'll be back with plenty more, and there's plenty more live streaming, so make sure you check the community tab, not the community tab, make sure you check the live stream, upcoming streams tab. It is actually on the top of the homepage. I've also set up a section, if you want to see more Transport Fever, you can see all of my Transport Fever 2 playlists there in their own category, so you can catch up with Lonely Pines and the Spring Update series and stuff as well. Come on. Other than that, I'm going to leave you with this today. I'll probably cut it when we actually just take off here. No, we're off. Okay, I don't need to cut it. That's it. All right, get out of here. All right, good.